Buenos dias. It gives us a great pleasure to have so many persons who contribute to the development of Belize and our community in general. This is just a little snippet of what Benque has encompassed. And you're no longer visitors, we consider you Benqueños now. So thank you for your time, your efforts. Everybody, we really appreciate you that within pandemic's time we're still on survival mode. And we're blessed to have the one of the most important elements in life is presence. And every morning we should be thankful and reflect on presence, that it's one of the blessings that we have now and have always had. But throughout pandemic, it's a reflection that we have very constant. I would like to acknowledge each and every one of you today, especially our directors visiting. It marks a new beginning, a great start for us. It's empowering and inspiring as a NICH employee to have so many support. I cannot stress out how Benque, the community itself, encompass greatness, especially when we work as partners. And the story of the House of Culture brings many grassroots initiatives, and with the foundation, that is the best structure that an organization can have, and that has been one of the greatest gifts that we have been inherited. And our youth are also a great reflection of that, because they believe in us. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the mayor, who has always been a safeguard for initiatives here in Benque as we started in March. That is when we launched our first activity through the pandemic. That is what marked our partnership, and we're grateful to the partnership that we have and support from Councillor Teresita Alvarado, the Cultural Councillor, Deputy Garcia, Mr. Eggy Cocom, Mr. Giovanni Pinello, who has always been a stalwart here at the House of Culture, a very well known and appreciated historian throughout Belize. Mrs. Chulin, CACHE members, President Sonia Ruiz, Director Areni, Director Carlo Habet, Director Young. Please share some words to inspire our community. I also wish to thank Los Hijos del West for jumping, and they should be having online classes right now, but they are trying to make the effort. I told them whosoever can make it today, it's okay, but I don't know what type of excuses they're going to be putting on their online classes. We thank our juniors for being here today, and I also want to thank our good friend Nancy. She's the next door neighbor, and she has always been there. What is there to do? Getting everything organized. So thank you so much for always being pillars here in our community. And this is just a little reflection of what we have today. I wish to thank Nayelli Yacab, the founder and the director of Los Hijos del West and the marimba movement, the Benque Marimba Music Project. Thank you so much. We will have a word from Director Young. So please, Director Young, continue to inspire us on your visit.
Don't worry, this is not a speech. First of all, I just want to say that it's an honor to be here. Benque was my home for a little while. I would say, Mr. Lin, maybe I might have the time frame a little off, but maybe 30 years now that I've been coming to one from Benque. And I really have worked with the community in the past, and I am very honored at this moment to be working with the community again. And because there's that link that I have at Benque, and especially with the council that I work very closely with, when I was appointed to the board of NICH, and I go, great, I have a council that I know we can lean on, and I know what their plans are in reference to cultural preservation, promoting culture and history, and promoting artisan. I remember meeting Miss Nayelli and telling her that you need to touch base, we need to work. We have to work as one because we're all working towards the same goal. And then I remember seeing a draft MOU from CACHE, and for me it's an honor to be here and will be able to sign on behalf of NICH on this MOU today. And Nayelli mentioned something that is very important to us at NICH. Just at our board meeting yesterday, we were discussing the issue of community partnership, of going forward. So when we're planning events, we're planning activities, it's going to be in support, in coordination with the various communities and the NGOs to ensure that we're all working towards one goal. One of the words that always keep coming to my head from Plan Belize, our manifesto, is cultural liberation. That's one of the things that we want. So when I heard Mr. Ruiz earlier this morning, giving the artists the space, that is exactly what Plan Belize or cultural liberation is about. It's creating that space that artists can go, feel comfortable, promote, give them the support to promote their products, their items, their craft. Work with young people. I remember when my daughter started to paint as a child, they used to laugh at her painting in school because they would tell her to paint a forest with the butterflies, and she would come up with her own thing, and they would say, but that is not a butterfly, but she did abstract art. And I remember Yasser Musa, as her godfather, would sit with her and talk to her, and even went to the school to explain the different type of art that a child can go through. So we need to create that space for children to come and understand that what they're doing is their art. Everybody has their own story to tell, their own technique, their own way of doing things, and all we can do is provide that space for them to do that. And we're also looking at culinary art. That is something that has never been really looked at, you know. And so these are some of the things that I think from a board perspective, we are very open, and I have to say that the board itself, we are cultural liberators ourselves, you know. So when I think of cultural liberation as a manifesto title under culture for us, it's encompassing everything that we want to share with the various communities that we have. And today, again, like I mentioned, is a milestone for us, and it was baby steps, Mr. Ruiz and Ms. Sonia, but we're here today. And this MOU is extremely important for us at NICH because it will lock in our commitment to working with CACHE and the community and looking at the history and art in Benque, and to give all the support that we can to CACHE and the members, the volunteers, the community, in ensuring that going forward, at least for the next 3 years, you know that there's this partnership that we work together to accomplishing our goals together. No? And I just wanted to highlight some of the things that we'll be committing ourselves to. And for me, it's extremely important because, again, it's the partnership that we will have going forward. And I know that when Nayelli starts to work on her plan for next year, that the partnership with CACHE, with the town council and other groups, your input into the plan for next year and the next 5 years will be very important, because we have to be one group trying to accomplish the same goal, you know. So I just want to ensure that the connection is always there with CACHE, the council, and other NGOs, that Nayelli is representing us at NICH, and that community and partnership that she keeps talking about is exactly what we all want, you know. So please, at any given time, ensure that we meet and we plan and we do our make our artists and our musicians and everybody proud of us here in Benque. So some of the things that we'll be looking at to work together in reference to collaboration is some cultural activities for the people within the municipality of Benque, Veijo del Carmen, and the surrounding environments. And it's to ensure that we enhancing our understanding of its vibrant artistic and culture. Like you said, the culture here is very vibrant. I've been here a couple times. They had a Saint Day, and it's something big, you know. So we want to make sure that we promote it for the country, and for the young people coming up, for them to understand 10, 15 years from now the importance of those, of the culture and the artistic vibrancy that Benque has. Sharing and encouraging access to archaeological, ethnographical, and archival collections and information on the ancient Maya, colonial historical periods of Belize's history, and that we ensure that we update our inventory, we share our resources together as HOC and CACHE, and where possible, we'll work along to provide resources and equip the facilities, including the Centennial Memorial Park, in ensuring that it also achieves the goals and objectives of CACHE there. So those are just a couple of the things that we'll be working towards. And even though Mr. David and Ms. Sonia, there are other things that might come up that might not be part of this MOU, that the partnership continues to exist. Okay? Because I know that the HOC in Benque was your little baby, and the people of Benque that wanted to see a house of culture. So I remember coming here when it was just an idea, and then to see how far it has grown. So please know that even though we're signing an MOU, that we're not limiting ourselves also to this as well. Okay, CACHE is our partner, it's our right hand, so we look forward to continue those other projects with you as well. Okay, thank you.